Okay, so let us begin our session by paying respect and homage to the Buddha. Let us recite Namo Tassa 3 times together. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. I pay my homage to him, the Blessed One, the Word One, the fully enlightened Buddha. Okay, so today this is going to be our last session for year 2025. And I see next Wednesday is Christmas Eve, and people will be busy with Christmas. And the following Wednesday, I think it's New Year's Eve, and people are going to party. So I normally stop the weekly session for 2 weeks, last 2 weeks of the year, and we are going to begin our first session for 2026. That would be January 7th, no? I think. January 7th, yeah. So I think it will be nice for all of us to do a collective mindful and kindful reflection. So that's the very reason why today I have titled the Dhamma talk reflecting on 2025 with mindfulness and kindfulness and opening the paths to 2026. So I would like to tell you a story. This is a story about a young man. During the time of the Buddha, his name is Ananda. This Ananda is not the personal attendant of the Buddha. This is a young man in the village. So Ananda one day went to see the Buddha at the end of the year, and he was kind of disappointed. He was unhappy. He felt like his life is not worth enough. And with such disappointment, went to see the Buddha, and he said, "Oh Buddha, I think I made a lot of mistakes. My life this year was very hard. I think I hurt people and I'm not happy, and I don't know what to do." So then the Buddha said, "Ananda, do you see this path outside the monastery?" He said, "Yes." Now what do you see? in that path. And Ananda said, I see a lot of footprints. So then the Buddha asked him, are these footprints the same? Then Ananda said, no, Buddha. Some footprints are deep, some are light, some seem like going in the wrong direction. So, and at the same time, the Buddha took a bowl of muddy water and he started shaking this bowl of muddy water. Now the Buddha asked Ananda, if I keep shaking this bowl with muddy water, will it settle? And he said, no. But what if I put the bowl aside and stop shaking it? Then Ananda said, then in that case, the muddy water will settle and the water will be calm and clear. So the Buddha said, in the same way, O Ananda, if you keep shaking the mind and with the same way you used to be in this year, with lot of regrets and anger, your life is not going to be settled. Your life is not going to be clear. Then Ananda asked them, how do I start this new year, new day? Then the Buddha said, you don't have to promise the perfect path for yourself. Maybe you can just promise a life with a path with awareness, mindfulness. Now every day, in the morning, you just do this reflection. Now what is this reflection? Is my mind calm? Are my words kind? Are my actions are helpful? So when you do this mindful reflection, no matter how slowly you go, you're walking the noble path. You're walking the noble path. So the footprints you see behind you doesn't completely represent you, but the mindful footstep you're taking from this moment onward is going to represent your future. That's how you could have, you could maybe dream or cultivate a happy and peaceful life. So I find this story is very powerful story. Even today, I had some virtual counseling, and again, there's a young girl actually asked me the same thing. That's why I think I did some research into the teachings of the Buddha, the sutras, and so then this story showed up. It's the same thing. The young man Ananda, who had the same concern in the 6th century BCE, 2600 years ago, a young girl today in Canada, in Toronto, has the same concern. I feel like I have failed. I feel like I have hurt people. I feel like my life is not worth. What do I do? But then, of course, to this young girl, I shared with her this beautiful teaching of the Buddha. That beautiful teaching is in Pali. Is very powerful when you recite this in Pali. It says, Yocha pubbe pamajitva pacha so nappamajjate so imang lokang pabhaseti abha muttova chandima. So that means, due to lack of mindfulness, diligence, if you have made mistakes in the past, pubbe means in the past. It could be yesterday, last week, last month, last year, or years back. But then realizing this, being mindful of that, recognizing what you have done, and you have realized the fact is not right what I have done. So this acknowledgement, recognizing your own mistakes, faults, wrongdoings, turns into the power. So what is this power? You use this power, pachasu nappamajjati. Then you don't repeat the same thing you have been doing all these years. And then you, whatever, let's say, last year, let's say in year 2025, your mind was not calm, let's say. It was restless, agitated. And whatever words you said were not kind, not compassionate, not loving and caring. And then whatever actions you had, they were not helpful. Maybe even our actions, our words hurt others. Na pachasu nappamajjati. Then our words, actions were not helpful or hurtful, harmful due to lacking mindfulness. Now from this moment, you choose to cultivate mindfulness and awareness. Then this mindfulness helps you not to repeat the same thing. So you have replaced them with the new things, with the new mind with calm, kind words, kindful words. and kind and compassionate, helpful actions. So in this case, then your life is going to manifest something that you have been missing in your life. So actually when I explained this to this young girl, that's the very reason why I titled today's talk like this, reflecting on 2025 with mindfulness, kindfulness, and opening the path to 2026. So, and that was a kind of relief. I said, this is the Dharma. This is the Dharma. You don't have to be a Buddhist monk to do this practice. You can do it by yourself in day-to-day life, even at home. All you need to do, just if you think you have made mistakes, acknowledge them. And if you realize they were not right, what you did, what you said, what you thought was not right, and if you think they are wrong, then hereafter be more mindful not to repeat them. And then if you can do this, Buddha gives a very powerful metaphor. That is, Abha Muttova Chandima. You can shine like a moon, which is completely free from the dark clouds. So, but in this, I know in this audience, almost all of you have been coming to meditation class with enthusiasm, with great interest in Dharma practice, meditation practice, kindfulness practice, and you learn so much. But again, we are not enlightened yet. We still have weaknesses. Maybe we still have greed, we still have anger, we still have jealousy, we still have ego, we still have this selfishness. So these are the typical weaknesses. Now, in that story, what Buddha meant by shaking the bowl with muddy water, even in 2026, if we keep shaking our mind of muddy water of greed, craving, anger, hatred, jealousy, pride, conceit, selfishness, our life is not going to settle. There will not be clarity in our life. So, now, but in your case, and of course for me, let's say, I always do this mindful, kindful reflection the last session of the year. I feel very happy for myself. Maybe if I had some, let's say if I made some mistakes here and there, then I make an extra effort to correct them. But mainly, my life as a monk has been a life of service, like every day. Even at least for us, when we monks do the chanting, so people come here for services, we perform the services. people come here for blessings, then we do the blessing chanting. And at the end of the chanting, we give blessings to people like this. Again, it is based on loving kindness and compassion. We say, Etena Satya Vajjena Sottite Hotu Sabbada. By the grace and power of these true words, may there be all good fortunes in your life. So we are wishing good fortunes to the people. Etena Satya Vajjena Sabba Rogo Vinassatu. By the grace and power of these true words, may your all illnesses be gone. In other words, may you enjoy good health. Etena Satya Vajjena Hotu te Jaimangalam. By the grace and power of these true words, may you become victorious. In other words, may you be successful in whatever you do. So we monks actually do these blessings for the people every day. Whenever we perform a service, we wish people all the positive things. And then, even every Wednesday, after the meditation session, we do the chanting. What do we say? Bhavatu Sabba Mangalam. May all good things be upon you. Rakhantu Sabba Devata. May all celestial beings protect you. Sabba Buddhanu Bhavena. By the grace and power of all Buddhas, Sada Sotti Bhavantute. May there be wellness, well-being in your life all the time. Sabbada. So, if you can truly wish such things to the people, to other people, and I think they feel good. At least even for that moment, they feel good. Like, it's like when somebody says something good to you, how you feel. Now imagine you wish all this to other people without expecting anything in return, completely based on the heart full of love and compassion for people. I think it's very much rewarding. You feel good, and people feel grateful for such blessings. And I think it's very, very important for us to understand this. If we and maybe creating a new habit of doing this. Now, maybe replacing negative habits with the positive ones. So, what we can do, let's see, 2025 is almost gone, just 2 more weeks. Then in 2 weeks' time, another conversion year, new year will come. And then you figure out what kind of year you want, And then to do this, again, Buddha said, you don't have to promise the perfect path. You don't have to promise yourself perfect path. But you can do this mindfulness step. Okay, from every day. It's a new beginning. You don't have to feel guilty about. I think people feel guilty. That's why I think Buddha talked about a form of happiness called anavajja sukha. Happiness arising from not doing any wrong. Anavajja. And so that is, maybe we can say, guilt-free happiness. Guilt-free happiness. So most of the time, people feel guilty and they regret about the things they have done, the things they have said. So now, if something is making you feel guilty, so that means what you have done, what you have said is not right. And then, if people come to see us, let's say for counseling, so it's a way of acknowledging things did not go right for themselves. Now they are seeking some new directions. So our task as monks is to show them whatever you have done so far. It seems you were not happy. You're seeking new direction. In that case, okay, here is something new that you could do. So, in typical Buddhist path, you know, the path to enlightenment of Buddhahood is called the Noble Eightfold Path. It's called Samma Ditti, that is right perspective, right vision. Samma Sankappa, right thinking or right intention. Samma Vacha, right speech. Samma Kammanta, right action. Samma Ajiva, right livelihood. Samma Vayama, right effort. Samma Sati, right mindfulness. Samma Samadhi, right concentration. So now, this is Samma. So opposite of Samma is called Miccha. Miccha means wrong. So, Miccha Ditti, wrong perspective, wrong view. Miccha Sankappa, wrong thinking, wrong intention. Miccha Vacha, wrong speech. Miccha Kammanta, wrong action. Miccha Ajiva, wrong livelihood. Miccha Vayama, wrong effort. Miccha Sati, wrong mindfulness. Miccha Samadhi, wrong concentration. So then, in this reflection, let's say in 2025, in this path, this is called the Noble Eightfold Path. Arya Attangika Magga, Noble Eightfold Path. Even this path is the path to inner peace, by the way. This path is the path to the happiness. This path is the path to enlightenment. Now, we monks, I personally do a reflection in walking on this path. Which step went wrong for me? So then I acknowledge, okay, this is where I think something that went wrong. Okay, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to try. I'm going to make an effort to fix it. So again, going to fix it is the hardest thing to do. You know why? Because we human beings have developed those conditioned habit, layer after layer, habit, behavior, attitude and mentality. Okay? So, and then it's very difficult. But then, but we had to put a lot of energy, a lot of effort, bit by bit. You know, doing wrong things is pretty easy. It's called Sukarani Asadhuni. Attanu ahitani. Whatever is unbeneficial to you is easy to do. It's piece of cake to do such things. Yangve hitancha sadhuncha tangve parama dukkharang. Whatever is so beneficial, so good for you, that is so difficult to do. In fact, by coming to meditation class every Wednesday, what is so difficult to do, you're doing it. So you should be very happy about it. You keep coming to Wednesday session, you keep learning Dhamma, you keep practicing meditation. So this is actually helping you. Maybe the change is not visible immediately, but the change is taking place within. So now in this year, let's say, okay, did I have, maybe this is a mindful reflection we have to do now. Did I have the clear perspective? Did I have the right intention, wholesome thought? Did I do the right speech? Did I do the right things? Did I make the effort? Did I practice mindfulness? Did I cultivate samadhi, concentration? Now if you're saying, okay, I think I did not do this right. Okay, now I'm going to do it right from this moment. But you know, I think I always talk about this. You know, in Western world, meditation has become so popular. That is because doctors, psychologists, psychotherapists are highly talking about meditation. They say meditation is good for you. Of course it is good for you. But then people are doing meditation without perfecting the morality as the foundation. And as a result of that, they are not benefiting from meditation. They are not experiencing the fruits of meditation. They are not getting the 100% benefit of meditation. Why? Their moral foundation is very, very weak. People don't give any priority to the morality. But they are they are people in the West, although they are interested in meditation, they are doing meditation without the moral foundation. That's why people say, oh, I practice meditation, but I don't think I have achieved any benefits. And I know why. That's the very reason why I think during the retreats, we begin the retreat by observing the Eightfold Path. Buddha made it very clear. Sile patittaya naro sapanyo. You have to build your spiritual life based on the morality as the foundation. It's like the root. Without a strong root, the tree cannot grow and bear fruits. So, in some conferences, actually, I made it very clear. I pointed out, especially why I give this as a solution because people are interested in mental health. I know why people are having the mental health issues, because they keep doing the same thing. It's the same routine, and they don't try to fix. Let's say people could come and meditate here, but when they go back to the real world, they keep doing the same thing without changing the behavior, without changing the habit, right? So, and then they say, oh, my life is so miserable, it's not right, I feel a lot of stress, I want peace now. And they come here, and of course, if mind settles, but all the mind is settling, but it's not completely settled because you have not taken any action to repair the root. And when you go back, again, just like that, you're shaking the ball with muddy water. Yeah? So, see now our life and that's a very interesting thing. A Buddhist in traditional Buddhist countries, and of course in Buddhist philosophy, if you want to be spiritually strong, there are 3 practices that you need to cultivate, do the same time. What are these called? Dana, Sila, Bhavana. Dana means the practice of giving, generosity. And Sila is the morality, Bhavana, meditation. So in the traditional Buddhist countries, they are stuck with the Dana. You can see Buddhist people are so much into giving Dana. They are so generous, by the way. Even when the natural disaster hit Sri Lanka, people, their heart got warmed and they brought a lot of stuff. And we shipped them to Sri Lanka through air freight. So, and the people also love to give dana to the monks. They love to share. But then they don't do the next 2 parts. They're sila and bhavana. They are not that much into there are people, they do, but those are a handful of people. But in the West, they are beginning with the bhavana, meditation, without fulfilling the morality and the generosity. Even today, I'm very happy that you brought blankets for the homeless people. That is generosity, giving, dana. That's because we help homeless people every winter. So even this time, I did not have to tell you, and you were mindful, and you brought some blankets for the homeless people. So that shows the generous feeling. So the Buddha said we have to practice these three equally: dana, sila, bhavana. So when we keep, so in this year, okay, did I practice giving enough? Was I generous? If you realize, yeah, I think I was not that much generous this year. Okay, you have another opportunity. Another morning, another day, another year. Okay, I'm going to try practicing generosity in whatever way I can. In fact, generosity also, even the psychologists and neuroscientists found in the research, those who practice giving, they are happy people. And giving brings you happiness. Why? Because by giving, you're making others happy. And that happiness comes back to you. But when we do these practices, you don't have to expect anything in return. But one biggest mistake people make, when they give, they expect something in return. And once they don't get kindness back, they feel hurt and they stop giving. But in our case, our life has become so selfless. We just keep, for me, I keep making my life available for people. In whatever I can, I try to help. So, I think sometimes people ask me, Bhante, how come you look so happy, you always smile? What's the secret behind it? Maybe it's also because we practice giving. Maybe we may not be able to practice giving by donating millions of dollars, but at least we keep practicing giving the gift of time to the people, giving the gift of Dharma to the people. Like you know that when you come here, I never have asked you to. Maybe if I charge $20 from each of you, I could have been the richest monk. But it's a voluntary thing. Then again, those who make donations to us, we use those donations to help those who need. We keep helping people. I said this recent disaster in Sri Lanka, whatever donations people made, I used all those donations to feed the people. In 15 villages, we bought clothes and we distributed clothes to the 5,000 people. So, when I think about that, I feel very happy. Again, I was able to do this because of your generosity, your kindness. I'm a monk, I don't work. Actually, I could have made a lot of money. I got the full-time job. I don't know whether I told you that story. I was lecturing at U of T for some years, but then I got out of academic life. I got my full-time job as a professor. I went for the interview with our friend Michael, Carol's husband, and it was just to sign the contract, but then inner voice came. Then I said, uh, after doing meditation, then my mind was very clear. Then I said, if I go in academic path, my life is going to get stuck there. I won't be able to do what I do now. So then I decided, I became a monk at the age of 10 to go in this spiritual direction, to be there for people. And so then I'm going to stick to my childhood purpose of life. That is being there for people. But do I regret for not accepting that job? No. I think now I'm doing much more than that job. Being there for people, helping people, freely traveling time to time without any stress. Then I don't have to get into this departmental politics, Anyways, that's a different thing. Now my head is playing all those experiences, But but I'm very happy for all this. So in the same way now, and another thing is the last advice. Buddha gave the last advice to his disciples when he was about to attain Mahaparinirvana. Buddha said, Vaya Dhamma Sankhara Appamadena Sampadeta. So monks, all my disciples, you should know this. All the conditioned things are impermanent. Everything is impermanent. Appamadena Sampadeta, therefore, don't hang on to what happened in the past, but now be diligent. Live your life diligently. Appamadena Sampadeta, meaning do good things, live a good life. That's all. So, then you just reflect on yourself. Is my mind calm or not calm? Are my words kind or unkind? Are my actions helpful or unhelpful? If the mind has been uncalm, then make an effort to calm from today. If our words were unkind in the past, now make an effort to make all the words that you speak kind. And if our actions have been unhelpful, then now let's make every effort to make all our actions very helpful. And if we can do this reflection together, and if we can make an effort in this practice, as Buddha said, it doesn't matter how slowly you're going, but if you're doing it bit by bit, you're walking the noble path, heading towards the good life. So this is something that I wanted to share with all of you for your own spiritual benefits. So now let us practice meditation. Okay, so I would like all of you to assume a very nice and comfortable posture for meditation. Whatever posture is good for you, feel free to assume that posture. But if you would like to meditate like the Buddha, feel free to assume a full lotus posture or half lotus posture. or simply a general sitting posture. Resting your hands on your lap, right hand on the left one, having the back straight, neither too rigid nor too loose, and having your eyes closed. Now, give a very kind invitation to your mind. Come to the present. And let yourself become a turtle and let the mind go inside the hard shell. That's the present moment. As you remain in the present moment, take a deep breath and let your whole body relax. One more time. Take another deep breath, this time through the nose. Hold the breath for a few seconds, then slowly let it out through the nose. Let the whole body and mind go into relaxation. Now kindly remind yourself, I'm practicing meditation not only for physical relaxation and mental calm, but also for inner peace and inner happiness. With such good intention in mind, see whether you can be grateful for today's teaching. See whether you can appreciate the Dhamma, the teachings given to you. If you feel grateful, let your mind and heart become filled with the feelings of gratitude, and let such feelings of gratitude, let them overflow and reach out to every part of your body. Let the whole body and mind become a great embodiment of gratitude. Now you may make a determination, no matter what happens, I'm going to go from moment to moment consciously, on purpose, and I'm going to meditate like the Buddha. With such determination in mind, now you may listen to the sound of the meditation bell and let yourself remain grounded in this moment. Now slowly and gently bring your full attention to the ingoing and outgoing breath. Keeping the mind in between the nose tip and upper lip. Let the mind watch and feel the breath going in, going out. Mindful of breathe in, mindful of breathe out. And relax. There is no rush. Take your time. Allow yourself to walk like a turtle, slowly and steadily. In the same way, allow yourself to breathe in and out, slowly, with 100% attention. As you keep breathing in and out slowly, at the same time, allow yourself to breathe in and out with 100% silence. Let the silent mind watch the breath going in, going out, and relax. As you keep breathing silently, also be gentle and kind to yourself. With a heart full of love and kindness, breathe in, breathe out, slowly, silently, and mindfully, and keep relaxing. Now you can slowly come out from meditation and feel free to stretch your legs and hands and remain relaxed. Okay, so I would like to do a blessing chanting. So to receive blessings, you may bring your palms to your heart. Bhavetu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sati bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada sati bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada sati bhavantu te. By the grace and power of the meditation and the noble triple gem, the Buddha, the Dhamma and the Sangha, may you all be well, happy and peaceful. May you all be free from all sufferings and pains. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. Finally, may you all experience the happiness, the bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, wish you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I will see you in 2 weeks' time. That is January 7th. So enjoy your holiday and New Year. Thank you. Good night.
See you next year.
See you next year.